Okay, does this thing still work? We got 2 YouTube LOLSUITs. We're gonna start with this one that Menace just uploaded on. Here we go. Well, I see. LOLSUITs and orders. I used to have one called LARP and order. Very, very nice. Very nice. Love it. Oh, I don't know if you guys, yeah, I did it on rockalot. So this is our new mascot. This is Bowser the Australian Shepherd. So you know I love my Aussies.
Round 1, fight.
Oh heavens.
As many of you know, I'm actively in a lawsuit.
I just found this out yesterday or the day before, but okay.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I want to make it very clear.
There's a couple buts about it, but yeah, no.
To my audience, this is a serious lawsuit.
It really isn't.
This is not a game. This is not a joke. This is not for a click or a view.
You and your friend are the ones that are going to find out the seriousness of this, though.
But what I can tell you is that while they're over there joking and thinking a judge is going to laugh this out of a courtroom, once she speaks to a real attorney,
I don't think they'll laugh it out of the courtroom, but I think you're going to get laughed at. I know your friend is.
I'm pretty sure she's going to understand to the gravity of this lawsuit. And I think the people, other people are going to also have to come to Jesus.
What is this, Menace? Hold on. Where is she? Where do you got her sitting, buddy? Oh my goodness. You're a genius, bro. Menace to sobriety. Clip this. So make sure you give him a sub. Link in description.
When I signed that contract with YouTube, this is not what I subscribed to. This is not what was in my contract.
I disagree. Now, defamation is not in the contract, but commentary, criticism, discussion, unless you post your videos private, yeah, they are. They're there for that. That's part of the contract.
So at the end of the day, if anybody thinks that this is not a legit lawsuit or this doesn't have merit, is a fool.
Well, how about this? You and your friend JLR will have serious consequences due to what you're doing. But we know why you guys did this anyway. I predicted that you would do this. Remember, everybody, I told you that JLR and Betty were working on this whole thing together. And here's your proof.
Joke about how these are posts, that's libel. Those are slander. My suggestion is to get a real attorney.
But you didn't. See how hypocritical you are? You filed pro se. Your friend filed pro se because y'all aren't taking this seriously, just like I said. Though my lawyer just declared for me.
And take this seriously. To all the Google attorneys out there.
No, I have a real attorney. No Google attorney here.
We'll see, right? We'll see.
Okay, Menace does a great thing. The defamation-proof plaintiff doctrine. So let me read this to you. The fundamental purpose of defamation law is to compensate for harm done to one's reputation. What happens, though, when a plaintiff's reputation is already so solid that it would be impossible to inflict further harm? Such person is referred to in the libel law as a libel-proof plaintiff, also referred to by some courts as being defamation-proof or slander-proof. Now, this would be if you have proven, not claimed, proven defamatory behavior in the past, and he shows the defamation per se, libel, slander, torturous interference with prospective economic advantage, intentional infliction of emotional distress complaint. Okay. This is a civil action seeking monetary and punitive relief for defamation, slander, and libel. You know, it's crazy because the two people that defame and slander and libel the most, which is Betty and JLR, are the ones that run in and file this. And it's almost like they are guilty. Oh yeah, you know, I would show you what this clown is saying, but unfortunately, I only show clowns when they are actually funny. So I'm going to skip that. So pro se means the Latin is for oneself on one's own behalf. So them filing pro se means they are too broke and too poor to afford an attorney, and they're not taking their lawsuit seriously enough to hire an attorney. And so they're going to just file everything on their own with the hopes that they get the person they're suing to spend money. They want to punish them, and because they can't punish them through lying and slandering and doxing. All of these things I've shown on the channel Rockalot if you'd like to see some sources for that. They can't punish for those things. None of their little tactics and tricks worked. So now they're going to try to get us to throw money at a lawyer in order to punish us. Footage of plaintiff dedicating her career to helping victims and their families. So this is where it goes going to get good. So under the fair use article in the description, legally, I'm going to play this and give my opinion or commentary, which is by law allowed.
He's getting beat up by these vindictive women that don't know how to keep their legs closed and then complain because they were used and abused because they allowed themselves to be used and abused. He's a dude. Okay? You know what we do with dudes? We know how to close our legs.
Oh, this is that. Yeah, you guys remember this? This is where a woman accused one of her friends of R or SA or SH, something to that effect. And her response is that it's the woman's fault because she showed up.
Okay, you don't meet a guy on frickin' the internet, send him a picture of yourself, meet him in an undisclosed place, you get what you asked for, and don't cry a river when you realize you were just a notch. If you can't even stand up and fight for somebody that took something so precious from you away, to not even go and stand in honor of your own son, I can't. Because what's going to end up happening is all of this is going to be turned around and be in negative light, you know, for me. We got what you need out here.
Ooh.
If you don't have your cuffs, I got mine. You know, it doesn't really matter if they're police issued because at this point any will do, right?
We heard about the abuse. There is no way your family did not know that she was being abused inside that house.
She also goes to the sister's house, doxes the sister's location, records the sister's location.
You allowed him to abuse her, and now she's dead. Each and every one of you have blood on your hands.
That is what is called defamation. That is what is called a lie, Betty. You cannot accuse the sister, who was not within 1,000 miles of what happened, of having blood on her hands. It would be a stretch to accuse the mother and father, but maybe you could, not the sister. You are evil. That was extremely evil. That was extremely embarrassing for you, and it was extremely disgusting. And this is a public video that you uploaded to the platform. And you guys know that I was accused of mass flagging somebody's channel just because I tweeted Team YouTube, which we are, of course, told to do, to tweet Team YouTube when there's a problem. Now, the Creator Insider has come back to say that they have solved the problem of mass flagging. In order to mass flag, you have to incite people to press the report button on YouTube. For all those people out there that are taking huge L's with that, yeah, just so you know.
Flagging by itself, especially mass flagging, could take down their video, their channel. How does that work?
You know, it doesn't matter whether there's one flag, 1,000 flags, 10,000 flags. It literally makes no difference into how the evaluation works or whether content should stay up or stay down.
Defendant stayed on.
Oh yeah, we got another clown segment here, so let's skip past the clown segment. We are going to go ahead and end it there. This is not even half of the video or even a third of the video. Once I get done editing this, maybe a fourth of the video. So yes, you're going to need to watch Menace's entire video on his channel, Menace to Sobriety, on YouTube, okay? And of course, that link is going to be not only in the description, but I'll try to also remember to pin it in the top of the comments. Though we have topic number 2 to talk about, me being sued. Okay, now that I've done the segue and cut, if my assistant remembered to put it in the video. What do you mean you didn't put it in the video? Oh, you think I look stupid sitting there with the segue unedited? Yeah, you look stupid because you were supposed to do a zoom in, a swoosh, and then put 3 transitions back to back on top of the other add-ins. You just love embarrassing me, don't you? You just love it. Anyway, hey guys. So, some of you may know that I was sued for defamation by a YouTuber named Jonathan Lee Riches, or JLR, Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates, whatever he calls himself when he lifts his oversized media hat off of his head enough to talk and for other people to then hear the words he says. Just so you know, my lawyer has declared the lawsuit, which means that I hired a lawyer, a very good one, and it means that I did what I said I would do. I did not crowdfund the lawyer at all. I didn't ask you for money for it at all. I also did not make content about this issue and only responded to individuals that I had a reputation with, who I had hung out with, who I felt made a couple honest criticisms. And just so everybody knows, I do not owe those entitled people anything. I am still required by my lawyer not to talk about certain topics, and I only did so out of respect for people who I felt were being honest. Unfortunately, those people have shown that they are dishonest. Though I've done my part. I went and hired my attorney. There's still a long way to go. It's not going to be easy. It's still going to take time away from what I'm doing. So, I have faith because I know I'm right and I know they're wrong. Now, whose side am I on when it comes to the Queen Bee lawsuit? I'm not on either side. I'm on the side of justice. And we all know that Betty probably wasn't defamed. Now, Betty does bring up one point, in Menace highlights it in his video, of course, from Betty's complaint, that talks about how another creator, I think it was Heels, said that Betty had sexual relations with somebody, and because of that, Betty feels that she's been defamed, or she feels that she has been slandered or libeled or defamed in some way. So here's my point. I have no clue whether that's the case or not. I'll let you know later, of course, how I feel. We're going to end this with you watching Menace's video right now.